Economists and analysts are generally optimistic about the economy and stock market outlooks for 2024. High interest rates will certainly weigh on economic development, but the Federal Reserve predicts that GDP growth in the United States will stay positive in the coming year. Analysts predict 11.6% earnings growth for S&P 500 constituents in 2024, and the average analyst S&P 500 price projection of 5,029 implies the index will gain roughly 10% and set new all-time highs in the next year. Now when it comes to buying the interesting stocks, January seems to be one of the best stocks to do it. So, today I'm featuring 6 stocks I find attractive to buy and to hold for 2024. Let's get started. Stock 1. AbbVie. Dividend yield, 4.04%. Dividend safety, 70. Dividend growth, 17% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 99 years. AbbVie's PE ratio is low when compared to its peers in the sector. And even though the upside potential of the stock is not too high due to the current valuation, many analysts consider the stock a buy and none recommends to sell it. AbbVie has established itself as a leader in the research and production of biological anti-inflammatory drugs, a class of medications that has become popular in the treatment of autoimmune inflammatory illnesses such as Crohn's disease, ulcerative colitis, rheumatoid arthritis, and psoriasis. AbbVie will now compete directly with Merck's Remicade. By the way, AbbVie is among the top 3 healthcare stocks Goldman Sachs recommends in one recent article published by the bank. My second stock is Pfizer. Dividend yield, 6.04%. Dividend safety, 75. Dividend growth, 5% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 12 years. I know some investors might find it somehow risky to invest in the stock now as its price has fallen much so far. I myself think it's a good time to buy it and profit from its dividend yield and its upside potential. Pfizer has an active research pipeline that currently includes 83 therapeutic candidates in human clinical trials, in addition to its revenue-generating product lines. 30 are in Phase 2, 23 are in Phase 3, and 4 are in registration, the final step before submitting applications for regulatory approval. Pfizer's pipeline includes areas of focus such as anti-infectives and vaccines, inflammation and immunology, oncology, and rare disorders. So, I'm not really worried about the company's ability to thrive and for the stock price to soar again. My third stock of the list is a stock from the healthcare sector too. I'm talking about SIGA Group. Dividend yield, 1.66%. Dividend safety, 79. Dividend growth, 157% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 21 years. SIGA Group's revenue increased from $40 billion in 2016 to $180 billion in 2022, while earnings more than tripled. This rapid development can be ascribed to both the company's large investment in organic and inorganic growth, as well as the long-term trend of an aging population and increased prevalence of chronic health disorders. SIGA's revenues have increased at a 25.7% annual rate over the last 5 years, while earnings have increased at a 16.6% annual rate. There is a 23% upside potential for this stock, combined with a low payout ratio and a dividend growth rate much higher than the average. My fingers are itching me to buy the stock. My fourth stock is EOG Resources. Dividend yield, 2.97%. Dividend safety, 82. Dividend growth, 36% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 31 years. Analysts estimate a 23% upside potential to the stock, with 13 analysts thinking the stock is a buy. The fifth stock I think it is interesting to buy and hold for 2024 is Microsoft. Dividend yield, 0.81%. Dividend safety, 99. Dividend growth, 10% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 17 years. Microsoft not only leads the technology business, but it also dominates the glitzy, high-dollar world of branding and brand awareness. It's bigger than anything the food firms, automobile manufacturers, apparel conglomerates, or any other massive corporate advertiser has ever thrown at us. Microsoft is one of the very few world's most valuable brand. Please note that 36 analysts follow the stock and recommend to buy it. This is huge. You should really consider buying the stock for 2024 and for the long term. The sixth stock I find really interesting to buy for 2024 due to its current valuation is Verizon. Dividend yield, 7.13%. Dividend safety, 70. Dividend growth, 2% per year in the last 5 years. Dividend growth streak, 39 years. Verizon doesn't have a tremendous upside potential. However, its PE ratio is way lower than its peers and its current price isn't that high. Most importantly, Verizon has a juicy dividend yield and the dividend record is too nice to ignore. Coupled with a potential price appreciation even low, I think it could be an excellent deal to buy it right now. This is it. Remember, I am not a financial advisor. Don't forget to make your own due diligence before investing. I hope the list helps add some companies to your watch list and maybe portfolio. Please push the like button if you like the video and subscribe to the channel for similar content. I'll see you next time.